What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about just a concept I've been thinking about a lot, and it's about using your talents. When I was young, my dad always told me, like, you don't want to just be on earth taking up space and just taking up air, right? You want to create, you want to do something while you're here. And recently I was actually leaving the house, and I was coming from practice. I was doing like a dance practice, and I had to go to the hospital really quickly, and I needed to take a shower, but I really didn't have the time to. So I remembered, I looked in my bag and I grabbed these wipes, and they're called dude wipes, and they're almost like baby wipes, but it's like a portable shower. So you take out a wipe, and a wipe is maybe like this long, and you actually can wash yourself. You can wash yourself with the wipe. And they have these, natural ingredients, everything that you need in soap and water, literally in these wipes. And you can take a portable shower. And literally, I took a portable shower, two minute shower with these dude wipes, right? 2 minute shower, went to the hospital, moved on with my day, and I smelled fresh for 12 hours. And then I had to look up dude wipes, or I had to look up their story just to figure out exactly what happened. And it was basically two friends in college that created this company, and they had a similar problem. Sometimes you use a bathroom and you need wipes, right? You use toilet paper, but wipes actually do better jobs. So they created these dude wipes for, whenever you're using the bathroom. And then they said, okay, we have this problem where athletes actually leave the house and they have to take a quick shower, but they don't really have the time to actually have access to a shower. And they created a portable shower. And it was just so creative because problem solving that we all face, right? I'm sure you've had to go somewhere and needed to clean up really quickly and didn't have the means to do it. But they took a problem that we all face. They created a solution, a simple solution, right? They coined it dude wipes, something that is relatable, something that is like a catchy term, and they distributed it throughout the world. So this company that started so many years ago is something that is still working to this day. And because they started that company, I was able to literally take a 2 minute shower, go to the hospital, smell good, and it really helped my life. So I'm sure that it helped a bunch of other people's life. And that just made me think about entrepreneurship. And I contrasted that with what I'm doing in my life right now. I'm working, you work for pay. So you work 12 hours and then you get paid a certain amount. And because I love my job, I love medicine, I love the field that I'm in, and I know that it has so many lessons for me, it never gets boring. But I could see how someone with a 12-hour job could lose a lot of energy, a lot of life force in doing that. You're working all these different hours, you're trading in your time for money, right? And you're using that money to maybe buy experiences or buy food. So you go to work, you come back home, you rest for a few hours, you go to sleep, right? And there's a better way, there's a simpler way to make money. And that simpler way is through creative solutions. So creating a solution to a problem like the dude wipes I talked about earlier, creating a solution, and then knowing how to master distribution, distributing that solution to millions of different people. And that's the challenging part. It's like, how do we take a message and send it across the world to a different audience, an audience that doesn't know you? I think the best way is to actually take situations that we all are faced with, like the dude wipes example I told you. Have you ever been leaving your house, had to go to a party, but didn't have time to take a shower? Well, here's our solution to that. And just being honest with your messaging. So, and hearing about the dude wipes, hearing about their story, it reaffirmed creative problem solving. Like, working for money is perfectly fine, and trading hours for money is actually a noble way to get paid. But there's only a certain amount of hours that you can work, right? There's a cap to that. Even if you're paid $1,000 an hour, you can only work so many hours efficiently, right? But if you create a product, if you create a novel solution and you trade that, you send that to people across the world, even while you're sleeping, the product is still being used, it's still being sent. So there's an unlimited amount of value that you can create to the world. And that just goes back to what I said at the beginning of the video. Like, you don't want to take up space, you actually want to contribute. A lot of times people work and then take overtime, right? I know a lot of friends that are cops and things of that sort, or even doctors, lawyers that take overtime. And in those careers, when you take overtime, you're dealing with fatigue. So you're fatigued while making these decisions. So you're doing your job even more poorly under fatigue, right? Fatigue is okay. You can all navigate certain levels of fatigue, but there is actually a threshold to where fatigue is just too much. You're almost like delirious when you're too fatigued, right? So people are taking up extra hours overtime to pay off loans, to pay off the car, to pay off the house, and things of that sort. and they're doing their job, to a lesser degree than they could have, right? So the solution to that is to creatively problem solve, create a solution for a problem that exists for millions of other people, and offer that solution to everyone. My version of this was creating a company, Street Ready, which teaches first responder skills to all citizens. So we teach first aid, de-escalation, situational awareness, and self-defense to students, to companies, to police officers, to medical professionals, anyone that may need to react to emergencies in urgent or even emergent situations. So I think everyone has that. We all have a product that we're wrestling with, or we all have a problem that we face that we can create a solution to and send it across the globe to our brothers in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, in Egypt, in Antarctica, in Australia, that actually also need the solution. So with that being said, remember at home, creative problem solving. Hopefully this video helped you. Take it easy.